Can you imagine a childhood where playing outside means facing temperatures of -50 degrees Celsius? For most of us, that's a sci-fi movie scenario. But for a boy growing up in Yakutia, Siberia, it's just another Tuesday. This is the story of the coldest childhood on Earth, and how the children of the tundra learn to not just survive, but thrive in a world of ice. Welcome to Yakutia, a vast, remote republic in Russia, larger than Argentina, but with a population smaller than a single district in Tokyo. This is the home of the Yakut people, and it's officially the coldest inhabited region on our planet. Winter here isn't a season. It's a 9-month-long test of endurance. And for children, school is only cancelled if the thermometer drops below -50 Celsius. So, how do they do it? How does a young boy learn to navigate this frozen wilderness? The lessons start early, and they're taught not in a classroom, but by the land itself. The first and most crucial lesson is respect. Respect for the cold. From the moment a Yakut child can walk, they learn that the cold is a silent, ever-present predator. You don't fight it, you coexist with it. A boy like our young hero, let's call him Alon, learns to read the frost on the windows, to understand the sound of the wind, and to feel the subtle shifts in temperature on his skin. His parents teach him that exposed skin can freeze in minutes. Forget your hat. That's not just a scolding from mom, it's a serious risk. Alan's daily routine is a masterclass in preparation. Waking up in a cozy, well-insulated wooden house, the first thing he sees is the thick layer of ice crystals painting the inside of the windows. Getting dressed isn't about fashion, it's about layering for survival. First, a thermal base layer, 10, wool. And finally, the masterpiece of Yakut. Engineering. The fur, reindeer, Arctic fox. Wolf, these aren't luxuries. They are essential tools. His boots, cold and tie, are made from reindeer leg fur, insulated with felt, and are so effective that his feet stay warm even standing on pure ice. His mittens and hat are equally robust. By the time he's ready, he looks more like a small, fluffy bear than a boy. Walking to school is an adventure. The air is so cold it feels sharp in your lungs, and your breath instantly freezes into a cloud of tiny ice crystals that locals call the whisper of the stars. Alan and his friends walk quickly, their faces covered by scarves, leaving only their eyes exposed. The journey is short, but it's a constant reminder of the environment's power. At school, there's a special room just for a mountain of fur, coats, hats, and boots. Inside, the warmth is a welcome embrace. But survival isn't just about staying warm. It's about securing food in a land where farming is nearly impossible. This is where Alan's real education in the wild begins. From a young age, he accompanies his father and uncles on expeditions into the taiga, the vast snow-covered forest. The first skill he learns is tracking. The snow is a blank page, and animal tracks are the stories written upon it. He learns to distinguish a reindeer track from a wolf's, to tell how old the tracks are, and which direction the animal was heading. His senses become incredibly sharp. He can spot the subtle disturbance in the snow that signals a ptarmigan, a bird that camouflages itself in white winter plumage, hiding in plain sight. Ice fishing is another fundamental skill. His father shows him how to find the right spot on a frozen river, hacking through ice that can be a meter thick. It's grueling work. Once the hole is open, they drop their lines. The wait is a lesson in patience. It's silent, still, and freezing. But the reward of fresh fish pulled from the icy darkness is more than just a meal. It's a victory against the elements, a direct connection to the life-giving power of the frozen river. Alan learns which fish live in these waters and how to prepare them. Sometimes, they eat it right there on the ice. Sliced palavristchev, and frozen, a local delicacy called stroganina. It's pure, clean energy, perfect for the cold. Perhaps the most important relationship in a Yakut boy's life is with the Saka horse and the reindeer. These animals are the backbone of their society. Alan learns to ride almost as soon as he can walk. The Saka horse is a remarkable creature. Short, sturdy, with a thick, shaggy coat. It can survive in the extreme cold, digging through snow with its hooves to find frozen grass underneath. For Alan, his horse isn't just transportation, it's a partner. He learns to care for it, to understand its needs, and to trust it to find its way home in a blizzard when visibility comportment to zero. The same goes for reindeer. The Yakut are traditionally reindeer herders. Alan joins the older men on long journeys to move the herds to new grazing grounds. It's a tough life, sleeping in tents in the middle of the frozen taiga. He learns to use a lasso, to navigate by the stars, and to live as part of a team where every single person's contribution is vital. These trips teach him resilience, self-reliance, and a deep, profound connection to his culture and his ancestors, who have followed these same paths for centuries. He learns that the reindeer provide everything meat for food, hides for clothing and shelter, and even sinew for thread. Back in the village, life isn't just about work and survival. It's also about community. When you live in such a harsh environment, you depend on your neighbors. If a car breaks down, which happens often in the cold, everyone stops to help. If a family is short on firewood, others share. Elin grows up in a world where cooperation is not a choice, but a necessity. They celebrate ancient festivals with wrestling, horse races, and huge bonfires that light up the polar night. These gatherings are a burst of warmth and joy, a reminder of their shared strength. Playtime is different, too. Instead of video games, Alan and his friends build elaborate snow forts. They have epic snowball fights. They create slides out of packed ice and spend hours racing down them. They don't see the snow and ice as an obstacle. They see it as a playground. Their imaginations turn the frozen landscape into a kingdom of adventure. Through this play, they are unknowingly honing their skills, learning the properties of snow and ice, and building their physical endurance. As Alan grows, these lessons solidify into a unique worldview. He doesn't fear the cold. He understands it. He doesn't see the wilderness as empty. He sees it as full of life and resources. He has learned to be patient, observant, and incredibly resourceful. He can fix a snowmobile engine in sub-zero temperatures, build a shelter from snow, and find his way through a seemingly endless white landscape. He carries a wisdom that is thousands of years old, passed down through generations. The coldest childhood on earth forges the strongest people. It teaches that true wealth isn't in material possessions, but in skill, community, and a deep connection to the natural world. It's a life of hardship, yes, but it's also a life of profound beauty, freedom, and an unbreakable spirit. For a boy from Yakutia, the frozen wild isn't something to be conquered. It's a home to be cherished. Thanks for watching. If you are fascinated by this look into life in Yakutia, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the most extreme corners of our world. See you next time.